I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you, I'm not a cop.
Dressing up as a cop on Halloween is one thing, but dress up as a cop any other day, and we've got a big problem. Today, we're covering the on-camera arrests of 3 cop impersonators. Number 3, Jeremy DeWitt. Jeremy Charles DeWitt is a serial cop impersonator from Florida, and he's become kind of a celebrity at this point.
He says he's been falsely portrayed in the media and victimized in his community and wants to clear his name.
As a registered sex offender, DeWitt couldn't become a cop. Instead, he ran a funeral escort services company, which is now defunct. In these viral body cam videos, he poses as a cop, using his uniform, badge, motorcycle, police gear, a crew of police impersonators, and a unit of black and white cruisers made to look like cop cars. DeWitt drives recklessly while chasing drivers and verbally assaulting them, blocks intersections, and directs traffic unauthorized.
What are you doing? What the does it look like I'm doing, dumb? Get the over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, mother, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it out before you start talking. Hey, asshole! Come on, let's go!
And he straight up lies to people's faces.
This is a police escort.
Are you a cop?
Don't worry about what I am, because I'm a state agent.
Finally, real police catch up to him. When they confront him about the registration of his motorcycle, he gets defensive.
Sergeant, my vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant.
Police find suspicious police gear on DeWitt and arrest him.
In the car, dude.
He was charged 3 times for impersonation and was released on bond each time. 10 months later, police spot him carrying what looks like a firearm. He does not go without a fight.
Give me a lieutenant! Give me a lieutenant!
And the real cops are fed up.
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? I'm a deputy, I'm not an officer. You don't tell me what to do. I understand. Stop yelling at me, and I'm gonna stop yelling at you. Do not yell, do not raise your voice to me. Yes, sir. Do you understand? I understand.
The firearm turned out to be a Glock replica, so he walked. But he did go to trial and was sentenced to 18 months in prison, 4 years of supervised probation, and having his driver's license suspended for 6 months after his release.
Bro, this guy in the news again. I remember seeing him, watching videos of him on court TV and shit. And now we up here seeing he finally went to jail. Because I know I made a video about him a little while back. And I also was watching him every time he got arrested. And I guess they finally set his ass down because he can only do that shit for so long, y'all. And, you know, Halloween is here, near and gone. And, you know, you trying to be wearing this costume shit every day, messing with us civilians and people like that or whatever. Yeah, finally they set his ass down because what he had did that shit 3 times. Messing with people, cursing people out like he really somebody.
Number 2, Brendan Wysinski. It's after midnight in Albuquerque. Officer Danny Anzo is cruising on patrol when he sees an unmarked car with police lights pulling over another car. A young man gets out of the car wearing a black polo shirt, carpenter's jeans, a U.S. Air Force cap, and an outdated badge. Officer Anzo feels something is off.
Early time for talk.
Oh, okay.
I know, I'm under-equipped.
Do you have an ID with you?
I mean, this is all I got on me.
Non-cop claims he caught the driver speeding.
This, for starters, I know this looks really bad.
Right.
This looks really bad. This screams whacker.
Right. How long you been on?
About 3 years.
Anzo thinks this guy looks too young to be a cop, so he puts him in the back of his cruiser while waiting for word from his supervisor. And then, out of nowhere, 18-year-old Brendan Wysinski drops the act.
I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be.
You get that badge from?
I bought it offline.
Hey, Brendan, step out of the vehicle for a second, man. Okay, face the vehicle. At this point right now, you are being under arrest. Do you understand?
The teen starts shedding a few tears.
All right, Brendan, I'm just gonna put on the seatbelt, okay?
Wysinski was charged with impersonating a sheriff's deputy and sentenced to a year of probation.
Now this kid was up here being a cop. He looked young as fuck, little baby face looking ass. Up here trying to be a cop. But he was in the right mind on trying to do what's right. He just did it so wrong, and you know, he possibly ruined his chances of being a police officer. I don't know. Everything is different everywhere. Who knows? He can show that he can be a upstanding, lawful officer. You know what I'm saying? And he could possibly be a good police officer. But hey, that's something I don't know. Maybe he'll have to work on that since he is only 18.
Number 1. Casey Donovan Williams. In Whitehall, Ohio, officers are responding to complaints that someone is impersonating a cop.
You're an actual Cleveland police officer?
No, I'm not with Cleveland PD. I work for Cleveland Watchmen. We're a security company that hires only off-duty police officers to do traffic control for...
Are you an off-duty police officer?
Yeah.
A few questions later, the story changes. Casey Donovan Williams claims he's a security guy, but his uniform and unmarked car with police lights say otherwise.
Are you full-time over in Pickway?
I live in Pickway, so... I left the sheriff's office there. I'm going to... I was full-time there. I left full-time as a jail up there.
So you're not even a police officer? You are currently not a full-time or a part-time police officer anywhere?
And it gets worse.
Do you have a badge?
Yes.
What was that badge you were displaying earlier?
That's my old Pickway one.
So you have a Pickway County badge, but you don't work for them?
The badge turns out to be fake, and more police show up.
And have you ever been sworn in by them?
I've talked to the chief.
No. I'm asking you a direct question. Have you been sworn in by them?
It's very important you answer this correctly, because being a former police officer or someday a current police officer, you know if you lie in this situation, you go directly to jail.
Are you a sworn police officer anywhere in the state of Ohio with any department?
Not currently.
Okay, that's the question.
I'm unsure.
You can't be unsure.
You can't be unsure.
You would have to raise your hand, swear, sign a form, and you would get paperwork on that.
Police confirm through phone calls that he is not an officer.
I'm asking you for courtesy, man to man. Please do not ruin my career. Please.
You're going to be charged.
Oh, seriously?
I'm serious, okay?
Finally, they arrest the imposter and find in his car a loaded rifle, a Pickaway County Sheriff's Office coat, and more police gear. He was charged with impersonating an officer and improper handling of a firearm.
God damn, now this dude really has some shit, huh? Casey Donovan Williams. He had a loaded motherfucking rifle in the car and shit. He was about that motherfucking life. Like, bro, what is wrong with people? Like, why would you put yourself in that type of situation? And I mean, look at him. He's getting handcuffed. Clearly, he went to jail. I mean, come on. I was about to say about to. He clearly went to jail, you know. And it's like, dude, you possibly could be a good, lawful, you know what I'm saying, a good law officer, but yet you choose to do it in a crazy wrong way. I don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Well, I know he can't be a police officer.